A local man is trapped in a nightmare of a house that he can't live in and cannot get rid of. He believes Pierce County is to blame and turned to the problem solvers. KOMO 4's Tracy Vedder investigated and discovered problems the county has known about for decades. What do you call a $1.6 million home when the septic system leaks all over the yard, when the interior is ravaged by toxic mold and scavengers, and when the crawl space is a wading pool?
I mean, it's just complete hell.
This hell started 3 years ago when Dan Fishburn and his family bought what they thought was their Lake Tapps dream home.
Pinched and saved and scrimped and looked on this lake for almost 10 years. And this seemed like the absolute perfect thing.
What Fishburn didn't know was that Lake Tapps has a smelly history. The problem solvers obtained documents indicating that decades ago, Pierce County, the state, even the federal government knew Lake Tapps had numerous serious problems with septic systems. We also found evidence that in the 90s, wetlands were filled in to make and enlarge the property where Fishburn's home was later built. But Fishburn never knew that. No one told him.
This is the best kept open secret in the history of the state of Washington. Bar none.
Not until the fall rains hit, Lake Tapps rose and his septic system flooded, sending sewage into showers and tubs and his yard.
What you hear is it going into the septic tank, and part of that's Lake Tapps.
The problem solver cameras watched this test as green dye in the septic tank works through this top-of-the-line system. And within minutes, the drain field starts dumping fluorescent green water onto Fishburn's lawn.
That came straight from the septic tank.
And it isn't just the septic system that floods.
Well, down here's into the crawl space where Lake Tapps is.
Even in the middle of the summer, where's that water from?
This is from Lake Tapps.
The crawl space beneath his home is underwater. Heavy pond liners, a half-dozen sump pumps, and crisscrossing nets of power cables can't hold back the water.
I mean, we did everything that anyone could possibly think of to try to save this house. I mean, everything.
Inside, toxic mold grows everywhere. The house has been red tagged. Pierce County Health ruled it unlivable. And Fishburn's dream home is worthless. Not even the bank will foreclose and take it off his hands.
I'm stuck in a perpetual, never-ending nightmare.
Worst of all, Fishburn says the horror of what has happened to his dream home wasn't unexpected. He says Pierce County knew no one should ever build here. Fishburn is suing county planning and the health department for approving permits for a house he says never should have been built. Neither agency would talk to us about this case because of the litigation, but did answer general questions. How often do you have new homes that the systems fail in?
It's infrequent.
Pierce County Health says septic problems are no worse on Lake Tapps than any other area of the county.
I haven't run into a system that we couldn't fix.
But Fishburn believes his home is just the extreme example of problems throughout the area. Problems he believes everyone wants to ignore.
I get calls from people threatening me, harassing me. They vandalize the house because they don't want me to talk about this. They don't want this story out.
Fishburn says ethically he felt he had to go public even though it won't help his situation. But he doesn't want anyone else to be caught off guard and stuck like he is. Tracy Vedder, KOMO 4 Problem Solvers.